second. Well, hello. We got James, Scott, Adrian Anderson, Kevin, Betty. Message, I'll text you back later. And there's Tina. And then, yeah, it's been forever. There's Harold. Howdy, Harold. Kevin, I'm doing pretty good. Right now I'm trying to get everything kind of unpacked and put together after being gone for like 2 weeks. There's Joy the Boar. Howdy. Tonight, hope you all don't mind. You're going to help me put together, finish up these things right here. I made some mini prep boxes since I have some large plates. But first, I need to clear the stand here. Except for my light here. Yeah, I meant to go live while I was away, but by the time I got back to my hotel after being out all day, I was pooped. Frodo over here. Well, hi there, Fred. Yeah, it's been a minute. The camera's blurry. It shouldn't be blurry. Well, hi there, Lurker. Why is this so blurry? I wonder if this music... I'll pause the music. Maybe that might be it. It can also be my data, too, because I'm using my data here. I'm not going to mess with it, actually. It could also be the lights. I'm looking at the laptop so I can see what you guys are seeing. Out of there, Randall. I muted the music for a minute while I get this all set up here. No, there shouldn't be a fingerprint on the lens. I just cleaned it before I left, or before I started. Where'd actually my lens go? Yeah, because it looks clean on my end. Here, let me do this. I'm going to exit out. I'll come right back. Please hold. Does it look better? Why is it all glitchy? Hold on. Let me turn on the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Good thing we're doing all this testing now. Yeah, that looks better. That looks way better. Okay. So, for the member side of the channel, in case you didn't see the post, I haven't done the video yet on the announcement, but we're going to be doing that. There's 2 of these for the September giveaway for the member side of the channel. Each set will come with X-Acto blades. And I bought a couple of these while I was at Ulrich's. These are little prep pens. So I'm putting 2 of these together. They'll have fossils in the boxes. Oh, Randall, I didn't go to Montana. I went to Idaho. I went to Idaho, Wyoming, Utah. And I almost stopped in Nevada for Garnet Hill. But I'm going to do that next year. Because I was tired. I wanted to be home. I miss my family. It's okay. Because Garnet Hill is BLM. It's a BLM land. And I can always go back. Yep. Okay. I'm going to swap this out. It doesn't fit my phone. Good thing I got a bunch of these laying around. I miss everybody. Here. Go ahead and play that. Here we go. It's definitely been a long time since we've been live. I'm gonna get this other phone thing on here. There we go. That's better. Now my phone will fit. That's much better. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I've been doing since off and on since they got home, because I got a lot of things I gotta do. But one of the things I gotta do, as you've all seen before, I have that prep box. That's enclosed. Everything's enclosed. That's good for, well, it was good for a lot of stuff. I'm gonna make some adjustments so I can use the iron powder and other stuff that's in there, so it's all contained. These new boxes, they're considerably smaller. The only thing with these ones is they're open bottom, because I have a lot of giant plates. What did you all meet in Idaho? Chrissy, we did opals in Idaho at the Spencer, Idaho Opal Mine. Me and 28, 29 other people. It was a big event. Yeah, so these will be meant for, mainly, for these large plates right here. And the idea is to use these boxes with a towel, that does a couple towels. I'm going to cut a rectangle in these towels, so that way this can act as like a seal, basically, around the fossil. And then that way I can still keep down on dust. Everything in here has been caulked and sealed. And I went to Goodwill. I bought a couple long sleeve shirts. Those are my nice little handholds there. Yeah, as other YouTubers, Instagram people, TikTok people. I think it was mostly video content creators, if I remember correctly. Oh, it was so much fun, Tina. But yeah, so all I have to do with these now is I have these lights right here. Then you get inside of them, and then I have, actually might still be in this bag. Use a combination of Velcro and these little L brackets to get these lights in place. And I painted the inside white, so it helps make it a little bit brighter on the inside. Because the reason why I made two of them, as you may have seen, Amy has expressed interest in learning how to fossil prep, and I would like for her to have her own prep station. So while I was at False Lake Safari, I bought another Airoscribe just for Amy, so that way we have our own. And then I am going to get another stereo microscope, I believe. And then once the shed gets here, I will have a dedicated table just for these two boxes here. Yeah, there's some cool stuff over here. These ones I bought. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, it is heavy. I don't know if you can see the spine. That is heavy. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh. You got another one there. And I got another fish there. So I bought these 3. And there is another large plate. 2 large plates actually down here. So that's why I needed to make those big one. Oh, hi there, Jensen's Adventures. Jensen's Adventures was also another content creator that was there at the Opal dig site, which my bucket of Opal is actually outside right now. Everything's still a mess, so please ignore it. Speaking of the shed, well, hi there, Kimberly. Speaking of the shed, I got an email tonight. They are hopefully to get everything submitted to the city with the new geotechnical report with the plans this week and have it kind of expedited, hopefully. So, fingers crossed. It's taking forever. I'm getting impatient. Just a little bit. We need charge cable. Oh, right. This can't go that far. Come on. Oh, hi there, Derek. There's a ledger right here. Will it stay? Maybe. Maybe it'll stay. We'll just push everything back. Oopsie. Try to get everything in place so we can have a charge cable at the ready. I'm just gonna plug my phone now. So as far as live sales go, I am not 100% on which weekend I will be starting back up myself. Amy might be doing a live sale this weekend. I don't know 100% yet. Mainly, I need some time to get some other stuff done before I start doing live sales, because right now the shop is an absolute wreck. It's not organized. Nice, Kimberly. There we go. Okay. So, you are going to help me put some lights in the inside of these boxes. We also have to get back on the algorithm for YouTube because I have neglected going live for a couple weeks. Even if I myself don't do a live sale this weekend, we'll go live doing something, just to say that we're making the algorithm happy. Don't need those. These lights go down here. All right. Oh. Before we get started, you guys want to see my my favorite finds from my rare finds? I'll flip you around. See, the shop's filled with shells right now. Amy's like, yes. All right, so that's fish poop. That's a really long fish poop. I like that one a lot. So I still have to figure out. You see this? This is a tooth. I went to the Fossil Butte Center, and they said that if I were to uncover the tip of it, and if the tip is not white, then it might be a small caiman tooth. But if the tip is white and goes to the brown color, then it's probably a fish tooth. So I have to kind of uncover that to kind of see what it is. I'm really hoping that it is as a caiman tooth, because that'd make me really, really happy. So that goes on. I don't have anywhere to put things. Literally. Put it right there. Okay, so the first rare find that I got was actually at Ulrich's. And what happened was when I found it. Well, how did it, Ryan? And Jody here too. When I found it, I held it close to my chest. I'm like, dibs. And he was like, "What'd you find?" I'm like, "Don't worry, it's not a gar, it's not a stingray, but I called dibs." And what I found was this. This is an aspiration, and for those that don't know what an aspiration is a fish that died while eating another fish. And this little guy is so tiny. These are actually pretty rare. And yeah, I want to get this. What I want to do is I want to cut out. I gotta be careful though because there's a fracture right here. Mike, the guy that runs Instone Fossils, he actually helped stabilize this piece on the side of it so it didn't break on the way here. I kind of want to cut out this whole section right here because we have an exploded fish. Got bones, scales, a little bit of everything. It'd be nice to kind of frame that right there. And Lurker Troy, there's all kinds of poop you can find at the quarries. You can find turtle poop, stingray poop, fish poop, and gator poop. Gator poop is really cool. Typically these ones, the long ones that look like worms, those are typically the fish poop. And the stingray poop, it actually looks really cool. I mean, I would say it looks cool. You can, because you don't really find sand when you're splitting the sand, or splitting the limestone. So when you find like patches of sand, you know, not that big, give or take. That's typically the stingray poop. I'm just gonna set this right here. Oh, what is this wizardry? And then, while I was at American Fossil, so here's what happened with American Fossil. Come Thursday, myself, Theo, and Kim, we're all kind of tired at this point because we've done a lot of stuff. And Thursday night, we're like, you know, because our plan was to go to Blue Forest, dig up the rest of the piece of wood that Theo found, but we're all tired, and we're like, you know, why don't we just not worry about going there tomorrow? Because we're all tired. Like we ran hard for the last few days at that point. And I'm like, okay, they're gonna go ahead and go, and then I had a late start, so I went and got breakfast. I got to American Fossil a couple hours late because I want to have some food. I was taking my time that day, and I was gonna pay for 4 hours since I had a late start, and then they mentioned they're gonna open up another lane. I'm like, since you're gonna open up another lane, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for a full day. Why not? Towards the end of the day, I found this. This is a little shrimp. He can still get prepped out a little bit over here. Limestone's kind of covering his body a little bit. If I had not paid for the full day and stayed for most of the day, I would have never found this little shrimp. And so I was super stoked about that. I go on site. I'm like, all right, check this out. And so that was pretty cool. This is the 6th. Because so on American Fossils, they have like a little a board in their shop that says like how many like stingrays have been found, gars, paddlefish, etc., etc. They have shrimps and crayfish like kind of in the same category. This was number 6 that was found of either the shrimp or the crayfish. So I showed them that. I'm pretty stoked. Like I'm kind of riding high life at this point, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back outside. I'm gonna go dig some more because I still have some time left. A few minutes later, I find this. That is a little crayfish. And I do have the other side of both pieces, so of the shrimp and the crayfish. So that was the size of the piece. That's the size of the piece that I split open that I found this. This has not been broken down. Yeah, Kyle set a record. Not quite literally. Because a few minutes later, I find this, and I'm like, I'm kind of like ecstatic at this point. There's a lady that was there. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna believe me when I walk in there and to show them this. So I go in there. I'm like, you guys, I found something else, and sure enough, a little baby crayfish. Now with this piece, I did already put some B72 on the body itself, and then I used a Elmer's glue water mixture for around the body, like on the limestone itself, because it was wanting to separate. So I mean, I didn't have any glue with me, so it gets. I'll get to that point. So what happened is, I showed them this, and they marked it down as number 7. Or actually, they let me mark it down on the board as number 7. Found for the 2025 year, and they said they have never had anybody ever pull a shrimp and a crayfish in the same day, like one person. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then what happened after I got everything packed up? I held this in my hand, drove to American Fossil Lake Safari next door because they have all the glues and stuff. And I bought a bunch of glue, and I stabilized it before I even left the quarries. And then Kyle finds a packet of fossilized dipping sauce. But yeah, those are my rare finds while I was there. And so what I would like to do is actually I want to get these kind of squared up together, because that's the other half of the crayfish right there, or the tail end of it anyway, and have these kind of framed together. Well, bye, Tina. Thanks for popping in. We'll have to go start going live more often, because I don't plan on driving anywhere for a long time. I'm done driving. Yeah, it's been a long trip. I missed home. It was fun. It was definitely fun, but I missed being home. A lot of driving. Very carefully put this in here. So, I did go to the U Dig Fossils there in Utah. Had a blast. I would like to go again next year, but for 2 days instead of 1 day, because they also have rare fossils, rare trilobites, and my goal is to find those rare ones. They said it's like, I forgot how many they said. Like, there's one that's only been found like once every 10 years, but hey, it's a goal. Let's see here. Opal guy, what's the cost for U Dig, or the cost for the fossilized fish? U Dig. Oh gosh. I already forgot the price. Was it like, I think it was like 130 something for the whole day. All right, so there's. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. So I will say that I will not include the price in the video when I do get around to making the video, because the prices do fluctuate at really any given dig site. And I came across a couple of videos that were posted a few years back from UDig, and at that time it was like, I think 80 or 90 for a full day. So there definitely has been some inflation, but that's to be expected for a lot of these dig sites. But I came back with 2 full totes of those trilobites. I hope these are super sticky. If not, I might have to glue them to the back of the lights. Does that matter which side that these go on? Let's see, I want to. I think, yeah, I'm sure that should be fine. right? Yeah. Welcome to Kyle's Crafts. But so yeah, the original plan was to leave last Wednesday, go to Denver, and I decided to not go to Denver because my friend Josh that supplies for my life sales, he's like, Denver was okay this year. It wasn't the best. Like, your best bet's to wait to go to Tucson. I'm like, okay, I will wait to go to Tucson. Well, hi there, Josh. Hope you're feeling better. I saw a couple of posts on Facebook. So instead, I left Wednesday, headed towards Utah, did U-Dig on Thursday, and did that all day. And then come Thursday, stayed in Ely, the town of Ely, Nevada, Wednesday night. And I drove all day Thursday and was home by Thursday evening because I was done. I wanted to be home. I do not recommend driving that long, that far in one day. Don't do it. Don't be like me. Break up your trip. But I just wanted to be home. I was done. Yeah, Opal guy. It was really funny because like on the way out, I was looking at Garnet Hill. I'm like, Garnet Hill's literally like right on the way out, and I almost stopped, but I left at like 5:30 in the morning because again, I wanted to be home. I could have stopped at Garnet Hill just for like an hour, and I just didn't. Oh yeah, Opal guy, the temptation was real because like from the looks of it, Garnet Hill would have been like easy, like cakewalk. Just go up. And the thing is, like, I could have. I would have done it just for the content because it's Garnet Hill. For those that don't know, is BLM land. So it's one of those things where even if I do collect garnets, it will be for personal use only. You cannot sell material off BLM land. So if you see somebody that is reselling garnets from Garnet Hill, that is a big no-no. So if I was gonna go, I was gonna make sure to put all the information in there. Like, you can't do that. I mean, if you're just going there to collect garnets for yourself, that's one thing, but it's not for resale. Well, have a good night, Jensen's Adventures. But yeah, the garnets that I've seen on a couple of people's videos, they look really nice. All right, so here is what we gotta do. We gotta angle these a little bit. I wish there was a better way to do this. Oh, gosh. I hope this idea works. This is a lot better than the other idea I had for illuminating these boxes. I was gonna hang these by wires on the inside. I'm like, But it was a fun trip. Yeah, I do have a plan for the videos. The videos might come out after a hot minute. There's the Spencer, Idaho Opal video that will come out eventually, and then there is actually a night dig video through Instone Fossils. When I arrived in Kemmerer on Sunday, I dug for a little bit at his quarry, and then when nighttime came around, he had a tour that was doing the 18-inch layer, and I asked him like, "Hey, could I go ahead and can I record you guys doing this tour? And like, yeah, absolutely. So I got a lot of really cool footage of a tour taking place of digging in the 18-inch layer. I mean, Theo and Kim and I, we all did the same thing, but I feel like the footage that I got of the tour actually doing it was way better. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's kind of my plan too, because the other plan, because like with these brackets here, they have like the little screw holes there. What I could have done is just cut some wood at an angle that I need, screwed it to that, and then clip these in place. But the thing is, once I clip these in place, how the heck would I get them out? So I think Velcro was definitely the much better option with this. It also makes it easy for, if, you know, a light goes out or something goes out, that's easy to replace. Well, Josh, I hope things get better quickly, because that is not fun. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all of them. And I have 2 things of Velcro left over. The other downside is too is all the hammering and stuff had really caused I'm pretty sure it's the carpal tunnel to act up, and my fingers are numb, and it's not comfortable. It might be a little steep on the angle. No, that should be fine. So long as I get a screwdriver in there to screw them in place. Actually, you know what? Before I bend these all in place, let's make sure those are the right angle and make sure I can screw them in place. Just so I don't scratch the glass, or I should say scratch the plastic. I'm just going to do this here. Where's the 2 already bent in place? Where did I put them? Okay. And did these come with screws? Yeah, they did. Okay. I mean, I have screws. It's just these are nice and tiny. So from the sounds of it, it sounds like the family that runs the Spencer Opal mine, they are looking at doing the creator thing like twice a year, and they're like, yeah, let's come back in the springtime. I'm like, well, I won't do the spring one, because if I'm in the area, I also want to do, what am I doing? I have a screwdriver. Hold on. Actually, where's my screwdriver? It's not where I left it. Santa Claus getting mad. Let me see here. Let's use. Is that going to be too pointy? No, I'm good. Come on, come here, you. The downside of having numb fingers is that everything hurts. I'm trying to use my fingers. It's a weird angle. Come on. All right. I wonder if I should have put... Hold on. You all get to see me messed up multiple times now. No, that's about right. Where did I put the... there it is. I do also have a box from our friend Joshua from Agape in the living room right now. Oh my goodness. Already scratching the plastic and I haven't even got to use the box yet. But yeah, got a box from our friend Joshua from Agape in the living room. He says there's another box on its way. Haven't even opened it since I got home yet. And come on. Don't fight me. Let's get started. Here. Now, let me see here. Where is the power cord? So this comes in a pack of 3. So my next step would be figure out where to put the third light. But I kind of want to see this lit up because I want to see how this panned out. Okay. So have you all been? Plugged in. Okay, and then we're gonna have I'm thinking about putting the third light, I think, towards here because my hands don't really go in this direction. So that way can help light the surface. But we're gonna just plug it in to test to see how it looks. Make mine's plugged in here. I'll do cable management later. Nope. Make sure we're all on. Okay. Man, Velcro. Oh yeah, sorry. Got distracted. Kimberly. I probably won't do the spring one because for the sole purpose is it's a long drive for me. Around the time they do the spring one, it's when the fish fossil sites are just now opening or just opening up. And the downside with it just opening up in the springtime for the fish fossils is it's like working with wet graham crackers. It's really hard to get good splits in the rocks. They have to be nice and dry. And if I'm going in that distance, I would like to go when I can go do the Kemmerer trip and kind of make my rounds basically. So if I go in the spring, then I can't really do my camera trip because everything's too soggy. All right, plug it in. Besides, I think that would actually leave it open to for someone else to have the opportunity to do a creator dig. Okay, apparently I got the color tone right on the outside. Or got the color tone wrong, I should say. I feel like these could be brighter. But that's the idea here, is to have a nice lit up box. And I will have a microscope that will have a nice bright LED that goes downwards. But that color is not right. That needs to be white, not... Oh yeah, I was in the wrong. There we go. Okay. So it's angled in the right direction. I just need to put one more, I think, down on this side. Yeah. I think that'll be good. Sweet. All right. It's a project time with Kyle. So yeah, basically what I did is I this will be for on top of fossils instead of having the fossils in the box. Really, this will allow me to go on top of large fossil plates and keep the dust down to a minimum because we can't have a dusty shop. Oh, Kimberly, you should. I will say I do not have any favorites. Well, kind of, sort. I kind of, sort of don't have any favorites, but because they all have their ups and downs of what that's offered. Can we send me a message too? But I do plan on making kind of a video comparing all the different quarries that I've been to during my trip, and kind of what they all offer versus one versus the other. I like them all. Okay, this kind of works. It still kind of can clean up a little bit. That's okay. Okay, so we need to put this other one kind of right there. But man, it really has to get angled down quite a bit more. Yeah, that works. Well, hi there, Jim. It's good to see you too. I'm sorry I didn't go live during my trip a whole lot. It's just I've been super tired. I mean, Amy asked, "Are you late tonight?" I'm like, I don't know. I should. It's been a minute. Why not? Yeah, I could use aluminum foil too. That might work. I'm gonna find angle it just a little bit more. Jim, I wonder if that's the spot that we went to with Theo and Kim, because it was like easy pickings. I did do. Oh, now it's too shallow. I can't get to that screw right there. There was one spot there which I did record. Someone was digging a hole there. I'm like, this kind of seems unnecessary. Jim, I'll have to send you the oh gosh, I can't even think. The coordinates that we went to, or at least nearby, because I forgot to grab the coordinates before we got too far. You know, I was thinking about it, I kind of probably just Velcro this whole thing on there, because it's kind of a weird spot. You know what? Let's just do this. Okay. Yeah, I should have been again afterwards. I might just do that because it's kind of a weird spot to kind of get into. There's a couple things that I should have waited to do before I adhered the plastic on there, but I was kind of building. I was going like, this is like day 3 working on this. It was day 3 anyway. There we go. Oh, there we don't go. Come on, get in the hole. It's not that hard. Good enough. Well, have a good night, Kimberly. Thanks for popping in. And Derek's also going to bed. Have a good night, Derek. Uh-oh. You're welcome, Kimberly. Sorry, I can't talk. Get my tongue twisted a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah, Jim. As soon as I got home, River came running out the door, and she's like, Daddy! So that made my decision that much easier and worthwhile that I came home early. Because it's hard being away for that long. Okay, this is where cable management is going to come in handy because we want things kind of tucked away the best we can so they're not in my way when I'm working on fossils. I'll do the cable management here in a minute. Oh, nice, Jim. See, it's too bad that the Spencer peeps didn't do the thing in June, or yeah, do the thing in June. Now we can make a full round trip. Okay. This is where zip ties will be my best friend. Or yeah, I think I'll use zip ties. Zip ties will be clean. For those that don't know, this is actually what I call productive procrastination because I should be doing other stuff right now. This is technically not high up on my to-do list. But how I work is when I think of something that I need to build, I cannot focus on anything else until I get it done. Also, I have a bunch of fish fossils I would like to get done. So this, I guess it kind of is up there on the list. Yeah, Jim. So that's right. You were here earlier. So Jim, I have, as you know, my main prep box, which is mostly contained. There's a couple spots I need to kind of go through and fix up a little bit. These are mini prep boxes. Then these will be made because I have large plates over here. These ones right here. I bought these. These are big, and also I have a couple big plates right there. They will not fit in that box. So I'm making smaller boxes where I will use a towel. I'll cut a hole in the towel here and use the edge of the towel to kind of make a seal, kind of keep the dust down. And I'll use these to set on top of the large plates. And I painted the inside white, which I might actually depending on how everything looks, but it should be okay. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Yeah, it's not bad. And I'll use some zip ties and cable management to get all the wires kind of tucked underneath the top side here. I do have a couple tools coming. So what should be here tomorrow is a couple of these things right here. These are little air pumps for like fish tanks. And they put out just enough air to kind of dust off your working surface. So I got 2 of those coming. And I'll attach them to like another box down there. But I'll attach to this box. And then I do need to make a little divot, I think, for the cords, for the prep tools. I went to Goodwill, bought a couple long sleeve shirts, cut the sleeves off. I use some. It's kind of hard to see here. I got some 4-inch pipe couplers, whatever you want to call it. Cut them in half. Perfect fit. Because Amy expressed interest in learning how to prep fossils, so I'm making one for me and one for her. And she ends up not liking it. I can either sell one of the boxes or just keep both boxes and just, I don't know, have multiple projects going. But yeah, this works rather well. Let's see, how does it look? My hand in there. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Oh yeah. Once River gets old enough, I would love to teach her how to do that. What's my thought on Herkimers? Leo Miranda, what do you mean? Like, what are my thoughts on going there to like collect? Because I have a couple Herkimer diamonds that I bought from Roof Fortress. And I kept a couple of the good ones for myself. And I think I auctioned off the ones I didn't keep, I think. It's been a minute. Okay, let's keep this one. They do have those little tacks that came with these. Let's zip tie them first. But yeah, Theo found a Stingray. He was super stoked about that. Nice, Jim. Well, I'm home now, so it will be a very long time before I go anywhere. I still want to go to Tucson though. That's still on my list of places to go. It's just between now and Tucson. I don't plan on going anywhere. I am droved out. I'm done driving for a while. Driving, was it 12, 13 hours in one day? Just to get home? That was brutal. It's even more tough when there's nothing to look at. Like driving through the desert. There is nothing. Nothing for miles. I want to have this right here. It's kind of in the way though. Dang it, I should have not tightened that down yet. I don't push this one out. Come on. I just want to have the cord out of the way. hands really don't want to work right now, which is frustrating for me. At one point during the U-Dig, I lost the hammer. But I lost the hammer. The hammer slipped out of my hand because I didn't have my fingers are numb. And it flew and hit my shin. It was not pleasant. I am not left-handed, so let's do this way. Oh gosh, okay. This is where a second pair of hands would be really handy right now. Whew, that was close. Okay. For those that don't know, I had bashed my thumb with a 5-pound hammer at the mine. It's healed since then, but man, that was an experience. I do not recommend. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I walked up, I'm like, hey, got a Band-Aid? Actually, no, I think I was asking for, what was I asking for? I was asking for, I think, some gauze, because I had electrical tape, that's what it was. And Isaac's girlfriend, she was the paramedic on site there at the Opal Dig site. And she's like, no, don't use that. So she actually patched me up properly. Because all I needed was some gauze. I had gauze, I had electrical tape, and I was good to go. She's like, no, don't do that. I'll patch you up. So if anyone is going, they have someone there with a proper med kit. Okay, and then on this side, I do need to drill a hole on the back. I'll do that tomorrow, I think. And then you tack that down, and then you tack that side down. Nice, Jim. Well, it's really funny because like they want us, she wanted us to clean our wounds because there's another guy had like a cut in his hand, and I'm like, yeah, I can go clean it off, not a big deal. I will say, Jeff, our friend J&V Rock County Jeff, he gave me a bottle of water. That was ice cold. I feel like it hurt more for the ice cold water than it did for the alcohol wipe. But there's another guy there that had like a cut in his hand. And he's like, it stings so much. And I'm sitting there cleaning. I'm like, it doesn't sting that much actually. Maybe it's Jeff's ice water. It kind of prepped me for the pain. I don't know, but I'm just glad it healed. I'm glad it wasn't worse than it could have been, because that was the first time I actually hurt myself in a very long time. Because I told Amy I lead a very vanilla lifestyle. I don't do anything crazy. I'm very careful what I do for the most part, as I'm using a hammer next to my fingers. Mainly, I don't like medical expenses, so I'm very careful. So I will drill a hole for this one later, and then this one, go ahead and clip that down. Clip that. Come on, there we go. And then, yeah, I think right there should be good. right here in the corner. I made a few trips to Home Depot. I know a few people don't like Home Depot, but you know what? To each their own. Okay, it's going to be a very precarious spot to hammer a nail, but... Perfect. There we go. That's actually not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, no, yeah, Jim, I really rely on Home Depot quite a bit as well. I always have a laugh because I am really surprised they don't know me by name by this point, because I'm always in there. Always spending money at Home Depot. Home Depot, if you're watching, I might do as part of sponsorship, depending on what it is. That plugged in, and yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I really like that. I mean, I don't like that we can see the lights, but you know, this thing's being held on by caulk, so I'm not going to complain too much. But it's not bad for what it is. So that's one down. What time is it? 9:01. Oh, we got time. We are working while Amy is working. So that one's done. You have one more to make. And then they're mostly done. I still have to wait for the air pumps to get here. I don't think I need a vent fan for these, since they're going to be containing themselves with all the dust. But here's the problem. I'm not buying a vent fan because inside the big box over here, there is a vent in there to kind of help catch the dust. It goes into a dust bag behind there, or a dust bag. How effective it is, if anything, it helps keep down on the fog. If this ends up getting foggy, then I have to add a little vent tube with a little dust collector bag in the back. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. I will see how it does first. And then I'm really hoping this idea works. Because, no, Jim, I didn't go to Dugway, but, where is it? I did not go to Dugway. However, I did stop by the U-Dig Trilobite Rock Shop, and I did buy some little Dugway polish ones. I figured I was gonna... I'll keep, I think, one of these for myself, maybe, and then I'll give the rest away in the giveaway. I think probably for October. So I'm gonna pick one for myself. Do you think they're a good investment in raw form? Leo Miranda, it's really hard to say because, you know, sometimes... I need a good example here. Let me find a good example. Because it's really hard to really say what could be good investment. For example, I mean, realistically, like any rocks on the shelf here. Like, I could be like, okay, I'm looking for a good example here. I don't know. Like these fossil pine cones. I forgot how many I bought over the last couple of years, but I bought a lot of these, thinking that they're a good investment. For the most part, they can be, but I still have some left. So there's, you know, some there in the bin. Which is this one? Ouch. And I believe I still have some in this box right here. So it's really hard to say if something is going to be a good investment or not. Because I can buy something like, oh, this is the coolest thing since sliced bread, and then it doesn't sell. Herkimer's, I think it helps if you know exactly if it came from New York. Like mine location and everything else. And, you know, you can probably put them on nice little like displays. But it could be hard to say if something is for sure like a good investment or not. Because things change. Things change all the time. I mean, like, all these fossil fish I came back with, I'm like, man, these are going to be a good investment. I still have fish from last year I haven't even touched. I haven't even touched like 90%. Actually, I would even go as far as say 95% of fish from last year. Clean up the messes and going here. It's just weird how some things can be trending and then it could be a good investment, and then all of a sudden it just peters out. That's why it's important that if you that is true, Jim. I know this. I haven't even added up all my expenses for my trip because I know that the trip is it. Oh my gosh, sorry, I can't talk. The trip's expensive. I mean, yeah, unless you find a bird, I was kind of hoping to find something unique to what you also found too. But hey, man, I'm not that lucky. Well, no, I can't say that. I did find aspiration shrimp and crayfish, but I'm not selling those. For hours going, but yeah, it's expensive. But I was because those fish I bought that are over here. I bought these large plates from Ulrich's. I forgot which one. There's one of these places like was only $50. Two of the plates are $250. But he was saying, I don't remember which one it was. He was saying that one of these plates, if I were to fix it up, it could go anywhere between like $1,700 to $1,800, which would be really, really great. But again, that takes time to do. It's not as simple as, oh, you know, I'm gonna prep this for 5 minutes and it's done. We're talking hours, like hundreds of hours, depending how detailed you want to go. All right, I wonder if I can just bend these in place like Ryan says, so I don't have to keep like fiddling with weird angles. We'll do a test piece here to see how it does. No, Jim, I don't have the rays. Oh, actually, excuse me. So this the ray that I have, and that's when I bought the early part of the year, and that one's actually in the closet in my bedroom because I didn't have anywhere safe that I felt that it was safe enough in here to put it that I felt comfortable enough leaving it in here. So that one is in my closet. Oh yeah, it's a bit here. Let me see if I can prop those up. Here, 1 second. Herka-durka. Oh gosh, herka-durka. It's fairly stable. So yeah, I bought. Hold on. I need a light. Oh, that works. Okay. flashlight. And that's it's a large fish. Neither one's over here. Oh yeah, so this was the one that was like the $60. No. Sorry, excuse me. No, it was $100 because it's a rare fish. $100 is got a disarticulated kind of spine over here. I forgot the name. It starts with an N. Noro. I'm really bad with the fish names. And then we have this one over here. Try to find the spine. So I got a couple of large fish. And yeah, that was a $100 plate, $250, and $250. But the value once they're prepped can go quite up there. I'm gonna avoid that so I don't trip on it. Is there a way to hunt Ulrichs for a day and keep what you find? Yeah. So Jim, you go to Ulrich's website. The only thing that you can't keep, because I asked Mike this before I left. Mike is the guy that runs the place. Only ones you can't keep, since it's on state land, is mammals or anything with lizards, reptiles, amphibians, birds, bats. Everything else is fair game. Unlike American Fossil, where I think you can keep it up to $100,000, or they pay you off for it, as you know. But yeah, for Ulrichs and Endstone, you can't keep certain things. Start trying there we go. Oh, so yeah, the 2x2 board. So, I mean, I haven't really had any issues with it. I mean, if you can get on the 2x2 board, that's great. I keep dropping the screws. Hold on. So yeah, they gave you a 2x2 board to put your fines on. But honestly, like, most of the time you can break it down. To get everything to fit, and you can stack your fish. They just kind of do that, kind of help save space, so they can get everything in the van to get down to the place kind of cut down. But the 2x2 board, it's enough, because like the tour starts technically at 9 o'clock is when they drive you up to the quarry, and it ends at 1 o'clock. So it's not like you're there all day. It's actually kind of nice, because that means you can kind of beat the heat for the most part. Though I was kind of in a hurry to get out of there on the one day, because we have places to be. Come on. Oh my gosh. Doesn't help. Oh yeah, the wind too. Yeah. So what's really funny is while I was there, we were digging, or I don't want to say, I want to call it digging. We were working on the wall, and a bat flew out of one of the crevices of mock Jesus, and it came right out of the crevice and flew at my face. And it flew away, but I was like, oh man, that was a little scary. Okay. Okay, yeah. Ryan, thank you for the idea. It's a little easier. See? Always learning. Smarter, not harder. Here we go. And then that was... No, I didn't scream like a girl, but I was like, oh! I can't remember if I used an expletive or not, but I was like, what the heck was that? It literally came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh! Can that be at a better angle? No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Theo was so happy he found that, because the first day that we were at Ulrich's, it was a lot of legwork, trying to get our spot ready. So, Jim, if you're going, I would recommend 2 days. First day to kind of get where, like, check out to figure out where you want to dig and do a lot of cleanup, because depending on what time of the year you are, you still got to remove some of the crumbly layer. And then the second day, really get in on it. Because we worked pretty hard. We were sweating. We were sweating and swearing. Not really. Actually, make sure I get the right one here. But it would have been the same thing for Blue Forest. Because we spent pretty much, I spent a lot of the time like removing dirt from our old hole. I didn't do a lot of digging. I got a couple pieces, I think. But most of my time there was just kind of shoveling the dirt out of the way. We were going to go back, kind of finish up what we were doing, but we were tired. We were pooped. Yeah, we went to a spot over there, Blue Forest. I'm like, I was trying to find a spot that we went to 2 years ago, because it was still a pretty good spot then, but I just couldn't find it. So I don't know what the deal was. Yeah, we went to the same hole as last year. We were kind of surprised. No one had been there since we were there. So that kind of surprised us a little bit. But also not, yeah, it was, I wouldn't recommend it where we went. It's a hike. It's a long hike up and down terrain and hills and then having to get everything back. Yeah, I was really hoping for an easier spot. Not that I'm lazy, it's just I knew what the hike was last year. And it was brutal. Brutal. Don't recommend. But we'll be curious to kind of see if Theo goes back before we make it back next year for our yearly trip, or if we go back next year. Because what would the odds of that be? those that are not friends with me on Facebook, I got a. I'm gonna be Santa Claus for Halloween. And Charizard. I got 2 Halloween costumes because I have adult money. I'm not gonna lie, my Santa Claus outfit is also pretty legit. See? Look at me. I'm the young Kris Kringle. Ho, ho, ho. You better be good this year. Because Christmas is only a couple months away. Oh, I should also point out, it's not the cheap boots either. I actually got proper, like, Santa Claus boots. I've always wanted like a quasi fancy Santa Claus outfit, and now I got one. No fake belly here, Ryan. This is a homegrown, all real. Ho ho ho. Should have picked up some coal while I was in camera. Oh man. Kris Kringle. I guess technically I didn't make 2 of these boxes. I think one would have been fine, but it never hurts to have another one anyway, no matter what. I already have 1 box, but whatever. You are in my way. I thought it'd been really funny if I actually had was doing this video in the Christmas outfit. The Santa Claus making gifts before Christmas time. I'm gonna pin this one down, but I don't want that showing. I want this over here. That. Yeah. If I had a fast way to make these, I can almost sell these, I think. Take them down to camera. Like, hey, prep boxes for sale. Pin that one down so it's not sticking out of the way. This one right here. Voila. The second one always go faster than the first one. Usually. Sometimes. And just to make sure we have all the oh. Perfect. Oh, voila! We have 2 quasi-functional homemade prep boxes. I still hope they're bright enough for what I need them for, but I think they should be fine, hopefully. Hopefully. Sweet. Now I just gotta wait for the air pumps to get in, and then I can get the air pumps in, and then when they get in, I need to I need to figure out where I actually want to install them, and I kind of want to put little on-off buttons on them because the one I got doesn't have an on-off button. Actually, can I even adjust the wiring? Nope. I cannot add an on-off switch to it, so that kind of sucks, but that's fine. So yeah, when the air pumps get here, I will drill a little hole to allow the tube to get in, and the little tube will act as like a little duster, like a very light duster for the work surface. And then I need to drill a hole in the back over here, and then caulk around the wire, seal everything in, and then hopefully that's all it needs. Well, I also need to get another microscope. It's kind of a up in the air situation with the microscope, because I'm talking with Theo about it. Theo's like, oh, I should get the digital one because he has the Tomlov one, and I'm really torn because I like stereo because there's no delay whatsoever, but also with a stereo microscope there's one less thing to go wrong, because if a digital microscope the screen ever goes bad, then that kind of sucks. But I would like to get is one of the trinoculars, the one that has the stereo and the digital above it with the camera. That way I can record what I'm doing, or figure out a way to hook it up to my laptop so we can go live, so you can kind of see up close what I'm doing rather than use my phone. But those are a little expensive. But also at the same time, I'm not buying rocks right now. Like, tariffs are rough right now. I'm not buying rocks unless it's unless local to the United States, and it's local material that I know that will sell, not sit here and collect dust, and something I have to keep track of as far as inventory goes. Because that's one thing I need to do this year, is to keep track of inventory, which I'm not a fan of. But yeah, the tariffs, no. My last bill I got, not including the shipping cost, was almost $600 in fees. And I'm like, no. So the money I'm not spending on rocks, I'm going to be spending on other stuff for the shop. Any movement on the shed? Yeah, actually they did send me an email. I can read word for word what it said. Which email was it? Why are they reminding you of Rockhound? Alright, so the update for the shed. Because I called Friday, because I texted, didn't hear anything. I texted Thursday. Where's my chair? There it is. Text Thursday, didn't hear anything. I'm like, okay, I'm getting really impatient at this point. Called Friday. I'm like, hey, this is Kyle. And they thought it was another Kyle. And I'm like, no, it's Kyle Rich Creek. And they looked into it. They said they would look into it. And the email I got, 6:13 tonight. Let's see here. Update for me. They have received their geotech report and am required and incorporate some of the information in the plan set. They are prioritizing completing it this week and getting it to the city. And they are aware and agreeable to the timeline. Okay. So it sounds like they are hopefully able to get things going this week, as far as like getting things passed through, because I've lost. Oh, there goes my drill. I have lost track of. I mean, I can go back through and I can see when this whole thing started, but it's been a long time. It's been so long that the credit company that I'm going through for the loan for this thing, it's like, hey, your project loan is about to expire. You need to let us know what the plan is. Otherwise, it's gonna end by this date. So I need to call them this week and be like, hey, things aren't done yet, so we need to extend it. So yeah, I need that shed. I need that shed like forever ago. Because basically nothing's in boxes right now, and like I just realized it's actually a problem right now. I thought it wouldn't be a problem, but right now it actually is a problem, because everything on those tables right there, that's the wrapping tables that we use for wrapping after the live sale. And I can't have things on those tables because we need it for wrapping. So I'm not putting things back in boxes. So I'm going to find trays. I'll put everything in trays if I can. But between now and when the shed gets here, and I might just pay someone to do the flooring in the shed just to get it done. I'll do all the insulation and everything else, but I just need the flooring done first. I don't want to put things back in boxes as far as like the inventory and rocks and cabs and specimens and stuff, because I want to move it directly from here to the shed and have it already be on display. No more boxes. You see the amount of boxes that are out back right now. I gotta break down. It's quite extensive. It's a lot. I'll go get a trilobite to show y'all. I can't take you all outside because we're on the Wi-Fi right now. Come on. There we go. Lock this in place right here. Is that locked in place? There we go. Perfect. Okay. I'll go get a trilobite. Move this out of the way. Got to prep boxes down. I'm actually happy with those. So the trilobites, kind of, sorta. I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, you can find trilobites like pretty fairly easily. But if you want the big ones, you really got to work for the big ones. And there's different layers too. There was the layer that we started at had more like rusty-esque, like coating on the trilobites because all the iron is in there. But then when you go up the trench, he said they have a chance to get bigger, but it's a lot of work because you have to work out of the cliff side. There is also a lot of tailings you can work out of because like there's it's just plentiful. But they can be super tiny. I mean, little. Like they can almost be like if you want like cool studs in your ears, you can get like trilobite studs, really tiny. But I'll show you a couple here. Now there's gonna be a couple I probably won't sell because. And this might be one of them, I think. Because they're just big. It was hard to get a couple of big ones. So I'll probably keep that one. Maybe. We'll see. I still have to go through all of them. The stuff splits way differently than the fish. Limestone. This stuff. I was trying to use the chisels to get a controlled split. Doesn't work like that. It wants to split where it wants to split. It can also be kind of crumbly too. We got a trilobite right there. And he said that these could be cleaned up with like a baking soda with an air abrasive, which I happen to have over there, an air abrasive tool. I got a bag of baking soda, so I'm going to be doing some experimenting here in a couple weeks when I have time. But yeah, you can find a lot of them. It's just they can be like a lot of different sizes. Why did I pick up this one? Oh, there we go. That is actually, what is it called? Brachiopod. Little circle ones, little shells. I have the paper for what's what. And these are still pretty thick. I can probably cut this. I can try to split this down again, but I wouldn't be guaranteed that it would split very well. But yeah. Show you here. I can't really go outside because we're on the Wi-Fi, but let me turn the light over here. It's going to be hard here. You can't go outside because again, Wi-Fi router. all those trilobite stuff, trilobite stuff, trilobite stuff, and on the other end right there, trilobite stuff, and then the fish fossil stuff, fish fossils. One of those two totes is filled with turritella and blue forest. The other one has more fish fossils. Behind that top right there is all fish. You can see the totes down there, fish fossils. So, and also my sweet ride right there. My vacation home. But, yeah. Come on. Close. And then, of course, they mess up a shop. That was this one day, Jim. And that's why I want to go back. I would like to spend more time there. And, because I didn't bother. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. Oh, there's probably no water in that cup, huh? Nope. They have the tools there to cut things down, which I could have done, but I'm very much on the mindset I was there for one day and I want to gather as much as possible and get the truck loaded and then not think about it. I think the next time I go on, I'll be a little more picky and choosy if I'm doing 2 days and kind of aim for more big stuff the best I can, or more detailed. Like even if they're like super big, like even if they're super small and there's a lot in one plate and they're just super detailed, I'll go for those. But I think next time I'm gonna be a little bit more picky. Ooh, a group dig would be actually really cool. That'd be really cool, actually. I would recommend that if anyone goes, that if you're making a pile, make frequent trips to your vehicle to unload your pile. Because this stuff is actually pretty heavy. And the bigger your pile gets, the heavier it gets. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. And yeah, it gets heavy really quick. Oh, nice, Leo. Nice, Jim. Yeah. I'm almost wondering if I should do an earlier trip because I don't know if I'll be doing the opal events next year. Like I was thinking about it. I have 2 buckets of opals, and I feel like I don't know. I'll see what happens. If anything, I might maybe skip next year's events for opal, and just spend more time with fossils and going to the Ely area of Nevada and spend more time out there because I guess there's a lot of stuff out there. Well, how are there, Summer? And Summer, I still have an email of yours I need to get into as well. I'm slowly getting into getting caught up in the next week. But yeah, it is a little rugged walking. And a funny story. He said that we could actually take our vehicle up to load things up as long as we left room for the cat if he had to drive the cat up there. But he wasn't really suggesting that we do because this stuff can be very sharp and can pop your tires. But I figured I'll be careful enough. I go up. I didn't pop my tires. I did not pop my tires, but I went up. I loaded my pile into the bed of my truck, and I'm in 4-wheel drive, and I'm like, I wonder if I can go past this road here. And I was looking. I drove up a little bit. It looked super steep and super bumpy. I'm like, I don't like the looks of that. So I backed down back to where I parked. I'm like, for giggles, I'm gonna walk up this road to see like if the road came around. It did not. So this road, it went up and then it dropped. It went into a huge pit, and I'm like, that would have been bad. It wasn't like a steep drop off like into a pit. It was more of a really steep like slope into a pit, like to a point where it would not have been a very good day type of steep drop off. He was like, yeah, I could have gotten you out if you did go that far, but it wouldn't have been very pretty. Yeah, it was a fun trip. Again, my only regret was not hitting up Garnet Hill on the way out because it was literally on the way. But again, I wanted to be home, and then I was talking to someone else that was there. No, who was it? I was talking to somebody. Was it some? Yeah, no, yeah, it was a couple that was there at the U Dig. They're saying that there is the Obsidian Flats, which it looks like that Brian Major, the Crystal Collector, was there for the Obsidian. So I was like, I could have done that. BLM land. Couldn't have sold it. I could have done some collecting and did some giveaways with it, but next year. Oh, Jim, there was Garnet Hill in the town of Ely, or in between Ely and Ruth, Ely and Ruth. I think it was in between. It was literally on the way out, and I left at like 5:30 in the morning. So by the time I was passing Garnet Hill, like the sun was just barely coming up. I'm like, I'll come back next year. I'll come back next year. I'll hit up Ely first for Garnet Hill, go to U Dig for a couple days, and then go from there. Say steep slope 3 times fast. Nah, summer I'm good. But trying to think what else. There's my other place that I should have hit up too. No, Theo was saying there's a place in Wyoming for trilobites, but he said it was a hike to get to it, and I think neither of us are quite ready for the hike yet. I told Theo though it'd be cool if he could fly to Portland, I could pick him up, and then him and I can hit all the different spots on the way out to our yearly trip, so we can go to Sweet Home for Petrified Wood, dig for Petrified Wood for like half a day, because that's easy digging for Petrified Wood. It's a feed dig site, but hey, it's easy, fairly easy digging depending what time of year you go. And then hit up Glass Butte, the Sunstone Mine, go down to Utah for all the stuff there, go to Kemmer, make a rounds, and then I go up to Montana and we do some stuff in Montana and I go come home. That'd be kind of fun. Jim, how far is Dugway from U Dig? Here. How much power we have? We have 51%. Okay, well, let's come up here. We got dust on my shirt already. Put you right here. The lighting's not the best, but it's fine. Dugway, Utah. I forgot I'm on the computer. It doesn't let me to do things in one go. Dugway. Zoom out. Where was I at? Oh, that's funny. There's actually a town of Aragonite. That's funny. Oh man. I do want to say that the next time I go through there, I do not want to drive through Salt Lake City again. I did not like that. 5 lanes of traffic going 70 miles an hour. No thanks. That was enough to. Well, I was driving with like white knuckle driving. I'm like, I did not want to be in that kind of. I was so used to like desert driving, not a soul to be sound, not a soul to be seen, and then like traffic. I'm like, nope, don't like that. It seemed like everyone was going 70 miles an hour. It was crazy. Okay, almost 3 hours. That's not so bad. So it'd almost be like go to U Dig first, then Dugway, avoid Salt Lake City like the plague, and then go the long way around to Kemmer. Oh man, yeah, it was like interstate. Yeah, I don't like those high speeds. when you're that close to another vehicle, because it's like, all it takes is one crash, and that's all it takes. And everyone's days is just not a good day. And plus, my truck, I love my truck. Don't get me wrong. My truck has a hard time going super quick in a short amount of time. It doesn't help I have all the weight in the back of it, but like my truck doesn't have a lot of guts. And then also between the speeds, typically between 70 and 80, I get a weird sound in the engine, not like super bad, but it's there. I hear something. Sometimes it's like in this like high 60s, but like I don't like going super fast in my truck. Yeah, Ryan, I know this. It's like I felt the difference when my truck was loaded. I'm like, I cannot stop on a dime. Yeah, no giddy up in my truck. And what's crazy to me, so like, for those that don't know, a lot of you should know this by now, but I live in Oregon. Like our highway speeds are like 65, 60. Like it doesn't go over it doesn't go over that. What was wild to me is while we were in Kemmer, I'm going to like the quarries, like on different days. There's semis, and I forgot what the speed limit was. So I was going the speed limit. Those semis were passing me like I was like it was nothing, and that's wild to me. Because here semis, like the semis are supposed to go like 60 miles an hour. No, those semis there, they're like, whoa, they're going. Oh man, it's crazy. It's like, my guys, you guys are a huge truck. You should probably be driving a little bit slower than I am. No, they're not. They're going. Oh man, it does feel good to be home. Well, howdy there, Roth Rods. Yeah, I had a good one. I will say I am tired of pizza. I am tired of gas station food. I'm actually almost kind of over hamburgers at this point. Like we went and had hamburgers the other yesterday. Stopped by A&W to go visit Amy's mom and grandma, and I just had a hard time eating the hamburger. Like I'm like I can't. And I love hamburgers. Hamburgers are like some of my favorite food. And I couldn't do it. So like I'm over certain foods at this point. Just from just being away from like Amy making food. Like I'm done with junk food for a while. And then Ryan, I actually went through a lot of water. Fun fact about me. I don't know if anyone else can taste the difference. I do not like Arrowhead water. I ran out of. Actually, I am kind of thirsty now. I buy this. I bought 10 gallons of these. And the stores down in Kemmer do not carry this brand, so I bought 7 gallons of the Arrowhead gallon water. And I started drinking one of the gallons. I'm like, nope, I don't like this water. Well, hi there, Barbara. Nice Roth Rods. Yeah, definitely not sponsored by Arrowhead. Should be sponsored by Crystal Geyser. But yeah, something about the Arrowhead water, it tastes thick, like almost chemically thick, but you can't quite. It's hard to describe. I used to live in Crescent City, California. They use a lot of fluoride in their water, and like I mean a lot. Like it was like thick. That's my beard still. It just reminded me of that. And I'm like, no, can't do it. Yeah, so Jim, what I ended up doing after a while is I went to the store there in Kemmer and I got like a peanut butter and jelly, little like mini jars, loaf of bread, can opener, tuna, just a lot of like dry foods, and I had that for snacks. Because the Sunday before I left, I did nothing all day. I literally sat in bed. Well, I can't say did nothing. I did laundry. Laundry was needed. I was almost out of socks. No, I was out of socks. Almost out of undies, pants and shirts all dirty. It was laundry day, which worked out great because it turned out to be thundery and rainy on Sunday. So it worked out. Ryan, so what I actually ended up doing, because I had bought, like as I said, 7 gallons of the stuff, and before I left, I went to the Instone Fossils, and Dean was busy, so he couldn't help me. But I was like, hey, do you? Well, actually, he had a brief moment. I'm like, hey, do you want this water for your tours? It's like, I got 7 gallons here. I'm not gonna drink it. Like, you can have it if you want. You do whatever you want. I don't want it. He's like, yeah, we can always use that. I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, there was a little bit. Yeah, I can't drink this stuff. It's so bad. I've washed it. I do have to wash my truck, but no. I gave it away. I'm like, I can't. I probably could return it to the store. Like, hey, I can't drink this. I guess I'm too snobby for this water. I don't want it. Oh, Ryan, that's actually a really good idea. I think maybe if I'm ever in a pinch, I'll just get a thing of powdered lemonade. Help it taste better, because that was yeah. Again, I'll snobby my waters. Like, I don't like Dasani water either. I don't like drinking Dasani. It just tastes weird. I guess I'm picky. Oh gosh, where was I? I was somewhere else. I think it was in my trip during in May. I stopped by a hotel, and I didn't have like a gallon. The gallon water was in the truck. I was too lazy to get out and get it. I'm like, I'll just drink the sink water that's here, and like, that was just bad. Don't do it. Jim, just reverse the undies. No, for me, like, I still had a couple pairs of underwear left. I was running out of socks. Um, sorry, excuse me. I ran out of socks. So I even went as far as to wash the towels I had in my room. Um, though next year, if I end up staying longer than 7 days, I'm gonna split up my time at the hotel and check out a one room and check into a different room, because what happens if you're at a hotel for longer than a certain amount of time, they charge you a non-refundable cleaning fee, and it was expensive. And I cleaned my room before I left. Well, minus the toilet and the shower, because I didn't have all the stuff cleaning with. But I cleaned my room before I left. I should have gotten that deposit back. They have two sides for a reason. That's a fair point. Now, for those that don't know, like, the dust there in the dust of the quarries, you were no joke taking a shower like every day. I mean, if you have access to a shower, you're taking a shower every day. Like, it's hard to describe what that dust makes your hair feel like. It's not great. It's not great at all. However, I will say, if you watch any of my videos when they do come out, I'm wearing long sleeve shirts, and I wore my big brimmed hat, which I will show you the condition of. If you end up going, if you happen to be catching this live, sunscreen, if you so choose to use it, I would recommend it, because the quarries, the fish quarries, the light does reflect upwards. Long sleeve shirts, and I don't mean like heavy cloth like this. They have the UV protective ones. I can't grab that one because it's protecting the fossils, but it's like very thin fabric, and I wore that the entire time. I didn't get any sunburn on my skin. The only time I did get a slight sunburn was at UW, because I forgot to wear my shirt. But RIP, my favorite hat. This hat has seen better days. Yeah, this was a gift from my friend. He had bought it in Hawaii, brought it back, and of course the airline people they damaged the small little corner of the hole or top of the hat, and now it just. I mean, I guess I could still use it, but this hat's done. This hat's seen better days. I like wearing this hat because when I wear this hat, I'm able to actually have my GoPro on my forehead. My other large brimmed hats, I can't do that. I can't have my GoPro on my forehead. So this, I need to ask him when he goes back to Hawaii because they go to Hawaii very often. He grew up in Hawaii. I'm gonna see if he can get me another hat. Duct tape. Yeah, Romania Rock. I fought a cougar. She wouldn't give me any of the fruit roll-ups that she had in her purse, and this is what she did to my hat. No, it's just it's seen better days. Yeah, summer. So like when I did that video of like knocking the dust out of my clothes, that was the cleanest that I have been the out of any of the Corey days. That was a clean day. There's other days where I'm just like covered. Spots is not my fault. But yeah, I at first when I got this hat, I'm like, man, this hat is like super goofy on me. But like, honestly, I don't care at this point because this hat is great for hot days. Um, it's not good for rainy days, but it's good for hot days. It allows for like it. It's just it's lighter. It's cooler. I should just buy another one. But it was also a gift too, so it's hard to let it go. It was a gift, all the way from Hawaii. I'm trying to think what else. So Idaho, Kemmer. We did Turtle on Thursday. Like it was a long trip. We did a lot of stuff. I did wear sunscreen on one of the days. I can't remember which day it was. I think it was. I did wear sunscreen on one day. Amy's probably shaking her head in the other room right now because one of the guys noticed that my neck was a little red over here. I'm like, all right, and I could have done better, but I didn't. I don't like sunscreen. I really don't. I don't like the feel of it. I mean, I'm even. My friends gave me some cream. It's supposed to help with like arthritis. It's like a hemp cream. I was trying to I put on my wrist to kind of help with the carpal tunnel. It didn't help. It does not help. It made my hands feel minty and fresh and cool, but it didn't take away the numbness or the pain. I'm immune. Do I have anything else within view that I could show? Oh. And then, like I said, I got a box from Joshua, Agate Bay, in the living room. Maybe we'll unbox that tomorrow night, maybe? Maybe, we'll see. But over here, I do have some stuff I bought. I gotta get it priced. They're gonna be expensive. It was expensive for this whole lot. But I got some more rhodochrosite calcite. Sorry, no. Cobultion calcite. Except for these. These ones are not cobultion. Those are just calcite. Which I'm a little... There's like a hint of pink in there. Like on the matrix. But there's no pink. Oh, maybe. It almost looks a little pink right there. And this one is actually falling apart. I'm just gonna take it off the... I gotta take this off because it's not it broke in transit. But I got some cool specimens in. I guess this is like native copper and cobultion calcite. Zoom out and zoom in. So I need to figure out where to price these. They'll probably be expensive, just a fair warning. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to mark them up too much. I just want to get these marked enough to, if I can, just break even, because they are expensive. I do want to keep one of these. I just don't know which one, though. Oh, I don't think I need to, because I already have some cobalt and calcite. Okay, make sure I don't drop things, because they were expensive. That's a big piece. That one actually, there we go. They're cool, but again, the last time I buy rocks for a little while. Except for this. This is my personal collection item. Visualite. Visualite? The Black Pine Mine in Montana. What I mean, like, this is like a super tiny piece. Super tiny. And they threw a little 3D printed crystal in there. I thought that was kind of funny. And then, I forgot which quarry this one came out of. Got a little baby fish right there. Cute little guy. So little. What is that next to it? And then I got this from Jeff right here. It's a little fossil plate. And I would like to experiment with my air abrasive tool to prep this, to see how it looks. And do a video on it. I figured that'd be fun. And then of course I got some opals in here. Oh, you see a little flash in there. Got trilobites in here. This is all the stuff that's on the dash of my truck during my trip. So this is just kind of emptying out my the dash on my truck for my whole trip. But yeah, some of the trilobites there from UDIG just pop right out of the matrix. Certain ones can. And then this one right here, that is actually the molt of a trilobite. It's not the actual trilobite, it's the molt. So like up here in the corners where it's like not quite complete, I guess they would call those the cheeks, and they just molt out of it and they leave that behind. So you find a lot of molts. So if you go to the UDIG, to compare it to the fossil dig sites and the fossil fish quarries, you will find a lot of fish poop. Similar to UDIG, you'll find a lot of molts. They are very, very common. But they're still really cool. They can make some really nice jewelry. There you go. I was throwing them in my pocket as I was going. I think that was the whole one that I liked a lot. That one's missing its head. Don't know where it went. And then this was a gift from Mark Sebastian. He's a TikTok person that was there at the quarry. He dug that up. He gave me that one. Jim, it's funny they mentioned that's literally what the guy at the quarry said. Yep, they molt often but die once. But they look really, really cool. Yeah, I got a huge mess to clean up though. And I have to clean up all this table. Like I have to clean off this whole entire table in preparation for when I go back to doing live sales. Because yeah, again, I don't know when exactly I'll be doing the live sales again. Yeah, I might take this. I think I'm taking this next weekend off. So I'll keep everyone posted. If anything, like, because we finally got our tax refunds back. I'm kind of using that for my time off, but I'm still doing stuff here. I still have stuff to do. Like I have Fire Obsidian to do for our friend Johan. I have endless amounts of things to do around here. There's never nothing to do. Someday I will have a proper Sunday I'll have a proper vacation, but at the same time I was like, if I have a vacation, what am I gonna do? I would get bored so quickly. It's like I told Amy, like I don't think I can like actually vacation anywhere where there's no rocks, because then I would get bored. Like I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Amy might do a sale this weekend. I gotta talk to her about what she wants to do. Which is still gonna require me to kind of get things ready for her to do the live sales. I'm just not ready yet because I'm torn, because if she's doing live sales, then I might have to do live sales because it still requires me to do stuff. So we'll see. I'll keep you all posted on the community post, because this week I still have to do the giveaway video for September for the prep boxes. Yeah. Yeah, instead of to get your table cleaned off. Yeah. I will say I did grab bottles at the store. Because underneath the desk, like both the wrapping desk and the live sale desk, like this is concrete. I have carpet behind me on this side, but then it's just concrete. And like I would like to like not wear my sandals while I'm doing my lives, because I don't like my feet being on the concrete because my feet will get dirty. So figured while I was at the store, I got myself a nice little carpet mat to sit down, and it's nice and plush. It feels nice and soft. I think I might have this one at the live sale desk. And then I got one more for the wrapping desk, which is also kind of soft. They're bath rugs, but I kind of like the print. So soft. Like it's really soft. I should have got the other one. I almost bought two. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get two. And I still have to get a new rolling chair, because the other chair that was in here, I have two like computer chairs. This one, the back broke on it, so I took the back off of it. We have like it's called the OSU sales store. It's where like the college, they send a bunch of stuff and you can buy stuff for like stupid cheap. And you can get like a cheap computer chair for like $10-15, if that. And you go there and get another one, because the other chair, when you go to typically if you're not sitting in the chair, you push the lever and it raises up. It didn't do that. I was not sitting in the chair. I pressed the lever and it lowered. I'm like, well, that chair's broke. So yeah, I need to get that before I go live, or Amy goes live, or one of us goes live. We need to have two chairs in here so we can both work, because right now we only have one chair. But yeah, if anything, it's gonna make it nice because everything is still Ryan, and they can get wet. Bonus. Oh, we have a restore here, Leo. I'm gonna go to the OSU store first, because sometimes their things can be a little cheaper. I went to the Habitat for Humanity restore store. I was gonna buy some 5-gallon buckets before my trip for rocks, because Lava Bison wants some obsidian, and I'm like, okay, let's go there. They probably have like cheap like $1 buckets. The buckets they wanted, I think it was $3.50 for a 5-gallon bucket. And then I just went to Harbor Freight and got the same bucket for I think they wanted $3. Yeah, they wanted $3 for a bucket. So I went to Harbor Freight, got a 5-gallon bucket for $3.50. So I'm like, if I'm gonna get a bucket, I'm just gonna spend the 50 cents to get a brand new one. Yeah, summer. That is one of the downsides about these chairs that I have noticed. If I do sit in them for too long, then yeah, then I do have issues. But that's why I try to make sure to move around and I don't sit one spot for too long, because I do notice that. It also depends on where my feet are too. Because if my feet are not flat on the ground, I will also have issues. But I would like to have the fancier chairs, but those are too expensive. So I'm just gonna get one of the cheap chairs. Uh, but the plus side about having everything still set up, so I'll flip you around here and show you. Since I have not taken anything down since I did my live show in person here at home, everything is all out. All the cabs, all the beads. There's still some bracelets I need to get priced. But yeah, everything is all out. Easy for me to see what I have, which is going to be great. There's still a bunch of stuff I still have to get priced because I just haven't had time. Like, I was going to bring these with me on my trip and do a small little life sale, and I didn't because I just didn't have room. And it worked out anyway because I was tired after all the digging, sitting and splitting. Because we have all the Ethiopian pendants. There's like this stuff all in here. Most of it needs priced, especially the stuff down there. And there are a few cabs I need to get in alphabetical order eventually. I'm not gonna do it right now. It's kind of low on my priority right now. But all the cabs, all the drilled pairs, like, look how organized this is for the most part. Hole means it's drilled. These are all my drilled pairs. Drilled. Of course, the ones that don't have the hole on it are not drilled, so that's pretty handy. And then I still have to send a message to John. He was asking about apatite facets, and I got some just for him. So I need to send him a message. There is a large fish plate. That one right there. I forgot how many fish are on there, actually. One, two. There's 3 fish. One there. One down there in the corner. One right here. Down there. I would like to get this squared up the best I can and either make it into a giant framed plate, or it'd be cool if I can have that set into like maybe like a coffee table and have glass on top of it. And that's the main reason why I let that one whole like that. It'd be really cool. And I forgot why I let this one whole. Maybe I was doing the same thing. I don't remember anymore. But those are very large plates. They rode in the back seat. Oh, what time do we got? 10:12. Amy should be off work. In that case, I missed you all. It's been a long couple weeks, and I do apologize for not going live while I was gone. I could have, but again, I was just so tired by the time I got back to the hotel room. When I first got, because we did the live at Spencer for the opal hunt, which is great. And then when I got to Kemmer the first Sunday, I was pretty much busy until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then Monday, we were pretty tired from Blue Forest. Tuesday, Wednesday, we were digging at a fish quarry during the day and doing the 18-inch layer at night. So we didn't get back to the hotel to 1 o'clock in the morning. And then Thursday, we were just all tired. So I could have gone live, but it'd been really hard to find a time to go live where I wasn't just absolutely like pooped. But I missed you guys. I'm glad to be back home, and maybe we can find time tomorrow evening to do an unboxing of what Josh sent for the agates and stuff that's in those boxes. And that will be consignment from Josh of what's in there, so we'll get to kind of see what's in there. And there will be plenty of fossil prep videos to come for a long time. More specifically, I would like to get the large plates. I would like to do those live if I can. If not, then it's not a big deal. But we'll see how these fossil boxes work. I'm hoping they work how I want them to. If not, then we'll figure it out. But I will call it here. I'm going to hang out with Amy. She should be off work by now. And I will see you all here fairly soon. Nice, Jim. I'll look forward to those. Yeah. Bye, everybody. I will see you soon. I will work on getting the member giveaway announcement up here in the day or so. Hopefully tomorrow. Fingers crossed. No promises. A couple days though. Oh no! Don't worry, Ryan. There will be a couple of small plays I'll be giving away. So, bye everybody. Missed you all. Here comes the finger. Sorry. Boop. And